Harriet Thompson families. I am Mrs. Wysong, principal of Harriet Thompson Elementary. We hope you and your family are well and are managing these challenging times we are currently experiencing.
I'm Mr. Anderson, Vice Principal. Today's video is not only a way to welcome you back after a well-deserved break, but also to communicate some important information regarding your child's school success. First, I would like to talk to you, to those of you who are enrolled in the 100% virtual learning model. By and large, you guys are doing a great job, and here are a few reminders to continue having success. Virtual learning happens 5 days a week. Logging into Zooms is important. You cannot replace a good teacher with apps, YouTube videos, and other programs. A common trend we have noticed is that fewer students attend later in the day. I know student stamina can be a challenge to be on screens all day. Teaching and learning happens not just in the morning, but in the afternoon as well. Please work with your students to build that stamina. In addition, teachers have built-in breaks throughout the day to help with screen time fatigue. If your screen time is an issue that has been too challenging to address, you may consider calling the office and asking to enroll your student in the hybrid learning model. When participating in a class Zoom meeting, it is very helpful for all participants to have their cameras on, dressed, sitting up, prepared to learn. Eating and drinking near or over the top of Chromebooks or any other device is a risk that is not worth taking. Student fines to replace a broken Chromebook can be up to $500. Please make sure your student eats and drinks during their breaks when they are not near their device.
We want to also compliment and thank all of our families for the amazing efforts and support you have provided to ensure our students are staying healthy, staying connected, and doing their best to learn at home and school. As we welcome our students back to our AB hybrid model of teaching and learning, we need to thank and remind our families. The hybrid AB teaching and learning model is designed to support the students 5 days a week. 2 days of learning are face-to-face at school, and 3 days are virtual. If a student doesn't show up for their AB hybrid class, this does not mean they are automatically assigned to a virtual classroom. There is a process we have in place to transfer students from virtual to hybrid, AB, or hybrid to virtual. This process starts with the families contacting us in the office. We highly recommend your child participate in the hybrid AB model, as there is no better way to teach and learn than in person. We also want to thank you and remind you that our students are assigned work daily. We need your help to remind the students to log into their Google Classroom to complete assignments every day. Now, there's 2 programs that are required for our students. One is the iReady, and the other is the Imagine Learning. Both programs provide practice of skills, new learning, and diagnostic assessments. Teachers have set a required amount of time that students are expected to log into both of these programs. Now, students with the hybrid model should be logging onto both of these programs during their days at home. We appreciate your support by checking on your child's progress and participation on a daily basis. We also want to thank you and acknowledge our students that are showing up to class on time, dressed appropriately, ready to engage in the learning by turning their cameras on and focusing on that lesson, and as well as completing all assignments. When a student doesn't complete their assignments, it becomes a struggle to gauge where our students are academically. Like I mentioned before, the hybrid AB classes are 5 days a week, 2 days face-to-face and 3 days virtual. We need every child to participate. I think I need to say that again. We need every child to participate. And thank you for helping our students with organizing themselves and motivating them to want to improve and grow academically.
Wouldn't it have been nice if the coronavirus magically disappeared over Christmas break and our 2-week virtual learning cushion? Wishful thinking on my part, I guess, but our goal is to provide a safe and healthy environment for all staff and students. All of our health and safety protocols and procedures are still in place. I am very impressed with how everyone has worked together to ensure the safety of all. First of all, thank you for self-reporting. When your student has symptoms of any kind or has been in close contact with a positive COVID case, you have done a great job of letting the school know so that we can provide a timetable for a safe return date. A lot of life has been lived in the past 4 weeks. Please call the office or let your teacher know if your student is displaying any symptoms or has been around a positive case so that our school CNA or myself can follow up. Again, do not send your student to school if they have any symptoms or have been in close contact with a positive case. Two final reminders for health and safety. First, please remember that when your student does come to school in person to fill out your student's health attestation card. This card is needed in order for your student to be safely admitted to class. If they do not have their card, we call homes to ask the questions that are on the card to make sure everyone is safe. If you need more cards, please let the office or your teacher know and we will arrange for you to get some more. Secondly, if your child does have the misfortune of having to isolate or quarantine, they do not move rosters to a different virtual teacher. They will stay with their hybrid teacher. The teacher will work with your child to ensure they still have meaningful learning. This is just like during a pre-COVID time when students were absent, teachers would send home work and learning materials to be completed. Also, when there are class meetings, your child can still attend those.
We want to remind you that if you are struggling with the internet, there is a link located on the GSD website that you can apply for free internet. The state has extended the deadline for families to sign up for the free internet program to March 21st. If you need assistance with completing the application, please call our office and we'll be happy to support you. We realize there is a lot of information and we appreciate your time. We will also want to remind you that love, empathy, and compassion will get us through this pandemic. Our Harriet Thompson teachers and staff miss our students and we want them to be successful, happy, and healthy. Thank you for your time and ongoing support. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we look forward to seeing you soon.